Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Let me get myself pulled up while we wait for Jenny Jen to finish up. How is everybody today? Everybody doing okay? Okay, so I am Tanya with Ribbon Branch Crafts, and we are here every Monday with the Bright and Early Crafters from created by Debbie's Bright Ideas. She's the host of this. So I'm going to go ahead and go through the lineup while we wait. So we just watched Colossal Creations with Jenny, and now you're here with me. And then after me is Debbie's Bright Ideas. Then we got Snow Crafty with Christine. Then we have Heavens to Betsy Cakery, Our Unique Touch with beautiful Lauren Marie. Then we have Misty's Creations, Carol Petrum Crafts, and then closing us out. Hey Peggy, good morning, my friend. And then closing us out is That's So Cute by Dee. She's back with us. I'm so excited to see her today. So, how's everybody doing? Hello, Cecilia. Hello, sweet Maria. Okay, so our challenge today was to do, I'm excited about this one. It's Alice in Wonderland Teacup Party is what Debbie gave us. Hey Dee, there she is. I'm so excited to see what you make today. I was very excited to see what everybody's doing. Jenny did such a cute, hey Miss E, how are you? She did a really cute little stacked teacup. That was a really cool idea. So today we had to do something delectable, whimsical, and something to do with a teacup. So I got to thinking, you know how Alice in Wonderland, they got the cookies that said, take me, eat me. So we're just going to do a really simple thing today and just kind of hang out. We're going to do some of the Eat Me cookies from the movie. Hey Cricket, hey Terry, how is everybody? And then we're going to do the teacup that in the tea party scene where the Mad Hatter, he's just being all crazy, and he's drinking half of the cup is like cut in half, but his tea is staying in there. That's the teacup we're going to do today. So let me show you. This is my take on that. I mean, it's not perfect for my first try, but I thought it was still pretty cute. Hey, Stacy. How are you, my friend? Hey, Terry. Hey, Heidi. Thank y'all for coming. I am good, Heidi. How are you today? So we're going to do this. We're going to make just a little whimsical, fun little cupcake. And then we're going to do some of the little Eat Me cookies. And just the easy peasy craft today. Let me set this stuff over here. Okay, so let me show you what I used. So first I started with, I pre-made this, and I will show you how I did this. But I wanted to let this dry because I was afraid that it was going to sag. So all this is just a cone that I kind of twisted. Like I said, I'll show you. Hello, Hazel. How are you, my friend? From the UK. How cool is that? What time is it where you are? Thank you for coming, my friend. But I'll show you how we did this. But you don't have to let it dry, but I do because I worry all the time. I've had so much stuff sag. So I worry about it. So as far as our styrofoam, what we're going to use today, I'm going to show you another way to use an egg if you get the big pack. Hey, Rhonda, how are you? And then I got these. I call them cupcake dummies. I got these both of these off Amazon. And they both, like, I bulk buy them, so you get a whole bunch. And then, good morning, Joanne. How are you today? So this is just our egg that we've been using, okay? And let me show you how I did this one. So, 3 p.m. in the UK. Oh, cool. Very cool. Is it hot over where you are? It has been hot as crap here. I live in Tennessee in the United States. But, okay, so I just cut a thin piece. Let me show you. I just cut, this is the bottom piece, like the pointy piece. that's about how much I can. Oh wait, that's the top. So not much at all. Like I would say maybe an inch. Hey Carol, hey Jenny. Then that three thing. You guys, she did it with bottle tops. Like how clever is that? And stacked up together. How cute is that? But you're just going to trim just the bottom, and that's really just so it'll sit, look a little more like a cup. And then just like, see, they're just little slivers. And I just cut the flat part on the top, again, to make it look a little more like a cup. And I did not cut this in half, like not even really a third, I would say. See, I kept a piece to show you, not much at all. But you just go zoop, zoop, zoop. And we are ready to go. We got a whole new shape with our egg. Okay, so we're going to get right into it. I don't really have like a tea color. I don't know if there is a clay like that, but I'm going to use the Boss Milk Chocolate color. And the same with like the little drips. The fabric paints, that's the Tulip brand. And that's the only brown that they have. So we're just going to go with that. Hey, bud.
Hey.
Okay, so very, very easy project. Just a lot of little small things that we're going to do today. So I just got kind of like a little bit of a log type shape because we're going to go up and over. And we're just covering that part with our brown. Okay, so once we got that, I'm going to get some tacky glue. Hey, Charlene, how are you today, my friend? What's the weather like where you guys are? Oh, it's sticking. You guys, this white glue is way tackier than the... I like the clear. It works really, really good, but this stuff seems to stick way more. And it's the same brand. Okay, so just put your little tacky glue where we're going to put our brown at. And then I'm just going to drape it. You want to make sure you got a little bit of an overhang. And we're going to trim it, but we do want to wrap it around just a little bit. Because when we put our next color on, your clay kind of shrinks a little bit. So you want to make sure that, your clay is properly, like, I guess, fastened together. If that's the right word. Hey, Joanne. Okaboji. Oh, my gosh. Yes, girl. It's probably pretty hot down there, ain't it? Hey, Marcy. What's up, girlfriend? Glad you could come. Okay, so I'm just going to trim. I'm not going to trim right at the line. Just enough so, like I said, so we can just smooth it a little bit. I'll show you what I mean. So see how I just got like a little bit of a lip, and then we're just gonna kind of smooth it around. What's everybody doing today? You guys, I'm a little tired, and I just want to tell y'all again, thank you so much. I am going to be a busy bee today, and I super duper appreciate it. Be baking lots of clay today, and sprinkles, lots of sprinkles. Okay, so we got Alina. Hello, sweet lady. How are you? Hey, Barbara. How are you? Okay, so that's what you got. We just got a little bit of overhang, just kind of blend it as best you can, but it's not a big deal. So now I'm going to use the rest of this and go ahead and cut our little the little drippies there. Yes, I'm tired too. You guys, my bedtime, I am a pretty early person. Like, I'm an early bird, but I'm also like an early go to bedder. So, but I have been staying up a lot later than normal, and I think that's what it is. Okay, so I got my cutter, just that little teardrop that I like. Maria, hello, sweet lady. How are you today, my friend? It's good to see you guys back. Did you have fun? Did you party hardy? Okay, so I'm gonna cut a big one, and then I'm gonna get my small cutter and we're gonna cut one little small one. And then I'm also, since I got this out, so I don't have to pull it out again, I'm just going to get me a little bitty bit, and we're going to go ahead and roll our nose real quick. I just realized that, look, I got fabric paint all over me. I don't know what that's on. Just a sec, guys. Sorry. I just now noticed that. Hey, Betsy. Good morning. Hey, Cricket. How are you? Maybe it's just Monday. You know. I always seem to be more tired on Mondays, too. Sorry, I done got this, like, everywhere, you guys. I don't know what I was doing. Okay, so we got everything we need for our chocolate. We can go ahead and put this away now. And that'll be that. Okay, so now we're going to wait on doing this part, and we are going to get into, we're going to do the blue part. So this color I made, because like I told you guys yesterday, I got a whole bunch of, I still got a whole bunch of the Boss that I'm probably going to be using. So the stuff that I'm actually ordering that I can save, you know, so I'm not dipping into stuff that you guys could be getting if you wanted it. So, but this is like that, I don't know what else to call it, like that American blue that the Boss has. And I just mixed some white. You do not need a lot of blue because it goes a long way. It's very well tinted color. So that's how I got this color. So what we're going to do is, I think I got enough. We are going to kind of get it a little bit of a log shape because we're going to wrap it. And just make sure. And this one, you want it a little bit longer too because we want to cover our bottom. Actually, I think I'm going to put a piece because I had a little bit of a hard time covering the bottom without messing up this part. So I think we might cut a bottom piece first, but we want a little bit of a lip so it looks more like a cup. So I think I am going to go ahead and do that today. And then we want it to look, we're going to trim it too because we want it to look like, give it a nice clean edge like the Mad Hatter went, boop, you know. And I'll show you how to do that. So you just we're going to do our bottom first. Hey, Debbie, how are you? How are you today, my friend? It's so good to see you guys. I missed y'all last week. Okay, so once you get that tacked on pretty good, we're just going to cut the front because you want like a nice clean line on the front. We want it to look like I said, like the Mad Hatter just went. And then we're going to go ahead and trim this. This part's not too big of a deal because we're going to blend it in with the top part of our cup anyway. Just kind of smooth that around. Okay, so that's all I did, just so we don't have to mess with our pretty side too much because that's just the bottom, so. Get a little bit more here. Yeah, we missed you too, Debbie. It's good to see you guys back on here. Looked like you guys had a lot of fun, though. Some cool projects you got to do, too. Okay, let's roll this back out. gonna do a little bit more because you want your cup to be somewhat thick because we don't want it to blend in. So I'm gonna do a little more here. Okay, let me see if that's good here. Okay, I think that's good on the width. Just gonna roll it a little longer so you know you're able to trim it with no problems. Oh, that's what I keep touching. I put my drip on this morning while I was watching Jenny, and it's not quite dry yet, and I keep touching it without realizing it. Excuse me. Okay, so let's get our tacky glue back out and just put a little bit on our foam part. Okay, so now we are just gonna wrap it around just like this. Get it nice and fastened on there. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is that's what I got. See the overhang that I got? Hey Ramona! Hey Wanda! Good morning, my sister. How are you today? So good to see you. I'm gonna pull that down just a little bit here. Okay, there we go. So now we're just we want to do a nice clean cut. Okay. And then just kind of gently press, make sure your clay connects to each other. And that's what you should have. I think I'm going to leave this top, maybe I'll trim it just a little bit, but I like that being a little taller like that. Okay, so that's what we got, you guys. Okay, so now the next thing that we're gonna do is I'm gonna put this away because I think that's all we need for the glue. Thank you, Terry. Okay, so now we want to make it look like the tea has like little swirls. I don't know if you can see that. That was an afterthought, so I think this one will probably look better than this first one that I did here. Let me connect this just a little bit better on the bottom. Yeah, I'm glad you caught me too. Okay, sorry about that. So now, you know, like when you just think when you're stirring your coffee or your tea that, you know, how it does the little swirls, that's what we're trying to replicate. So we're just going to I'm going to start on one side. And do like a little swirly, okay? Then we're just going to go okay? And then we're just going to, I would say press fairly firm, like not real firm, but firm enough because, you know, your clay, you'll lose a little bit of that detail as it dries. So just remember that when you're designing, you account for that. See, and we're just going to keep going like that until you have your desired look. And there we go. There's our teacup. Okay, so I got these eyes that I thought were really cool for this. I got these eyes right here. You can get these on Amazon. Okay. And I'm going to use I think I'm done with this. We're going to use our clear tacky glue. Okay, sweet Debbie. Debbie's going to be on. Sorry, are you switching with, what time are you going to be then? So is Dee coming on early at your time or? Okay, so I'm just putting a little bit of the clear tacky glue. So just in case if some spills over, once it dries, you won't see it. So it's no big deal. And we're going to put our eyes on. Or, I mean, if you like to do the eyes like Debbie does, or if you want to do the kawaii eyes, you can do those too. After D. Oh, okay. Gotcha. So Debbie's going to come on after D. So does that mean we got a break after me? Is Christine coming on early? Hey, Quincy. Hey, Betsy. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so that's what we got. You just want to kind of press them in just a little bit. And then we're going to take our nose that we made and just go ahead and put that on. And I'm going to use, what do I want to use? I think I'm going to use this smile today. It's like more like a kind of a V shape. Cutie, cutie. Hey, Amy, there's my sweet friend. There's my beautiful lady. I'm so glad you can make it, Amy. I love seeing you on here. That's my girly girl, y'all. Okay, so we pretty much got the face. The last thing that we need to do is, I get this from the Dollar Tree. This is just pick any color pink that you like. There's no particular color. But this works really good because you don't have to, I've told you before, the pastels are great. They really are, especially for different colors and stuff like that for shading. But it's not, you do have to shave that in a pile and to use for it to go on right. And this stuff, you don't have to do that. It just goes right on. So I'm just going to give some little rosy cheeks here. And you do got to put a little more than normal on when you're putting this on like browns and chocolates and stuff, so it'll stand out. Thank you, Debbie. And there we go. That's all there is to that, y'all. Another way to use your egg. So don't worry if you're worried about, buying a lot and like you're going, oh man, I'm going to make these to do the one project. And then what do I do with the rest of them? So that's why I keep trying to show you different ways to use this stuff. Yes, he did, Amy. He's been home. I went and picked him up Saturday morning. And thank you guys. I'm so glad you guys like it. Yep, we picked him up Saturday morning and went and got some, we got some dairy dip, them cheese balls. We have a local restaurant here, you guys, called the Dairy Dip. Oh, man. Their food is so good. But their cheese balls are excellent. So we all went and got some ice cream. And the kids, Amy, they had their first chocolate dipped cone from there. Love it. Okay, so I'm going to just get some toothpicks, kind of find out where I want my, actually, since this is dry, I think one will probably be fine. So I'm going to save that for another project. And then I'm going to get some super glue just to be safe. Thank you guys. I'm glad you like it. Okay, so I got that. I'm going to put a little down right there. And then we're just going to hold it for a second. And you can do this way, I would imagine. Like I've seen Debbie, she's done cups where you just You know, she just does it all in one thing, and it looks absolutely beautiful. It's just my personal preference because, like I said, I made so many mistakes, and then like with my stuff drooping, I don't know what it is, but I always, that's why I like anchoring everything. But okay, our teacup is done. I mean, that's all there is to it. I just put a little bit of oh, we got to put our drippies on, but that's just fabric paint if you want to add that. Um but these that I cut, since your clay's already wet, we're just going to stick them on. Easy peasy, and just make it look like, like a little bit of the Mad Hatter's tea might be trying to spill out. And just put it wherever you think a drip would be cute. Thank you. And that's all there is to that, you guys. Another fun way to use an egg. Okay, so we got that. I'll show you how to do this real quick because these, I mean, are pretty easy. These are just cookie cutters. Just make sure that you roll your clay out fairly thick. Like we'll make some and stuff, but I'm going to show you how to do this first. I'm going to get some of my pink out. And I was trying to do like a take on the, like the little sweet treats and the cupcakes that are in the movie. I believe there was like a pink cake, like a little with white frosting, but I didn't have time. Like that was really, it looked like a pretty big thing, but it was really cool. So this is like my take on, something like that. Oh, she did? I'm sorry. I didn't see that, Debbie. Thank you, Stacy. Okay. So we're just going to roll this out. I don't know if I'll need the extra time today. This is a pretty easy one, y'all, if you want to try it. And you can do all different kinds of colors. You can just, you don't even have to cut that piece off if you don't like that. And just make it like a regular cup. And you could do it like a coffee cup or a coffee bar and just do more muted colors like a white cup. This is another very versatile. You don't have to put a face on it. You could put a little whipped cream like for Christmas time. Very versatile project. Personally, hey, Wendy, how are you? Thank you for coming in. So this is super duper easy right here. We're just covering it up. Just covering it up, y'all. Easy peasy. I just want you guys to know you can get some super duper cute stuff, and it's not, some of them are more involved and a little more time consuming once you get better and you try to do like, bigger designs or more involved designs. But if you want to try to learn how to do cakes, I do highly suggest that you go check out Maria's Fake Bake because she did the coolest cake. I think it last week, but she did. I don't know if y'all have seen like actual cake decorators. It's like this whole style thing trend right now or something. I don't know, but it looks like 2D with the black outline. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? They look so cool, but she made one, a fake bake one. I think it was Christmas themed. Man, it looks so cool. Okay, so I'm just covering it and just kind of working. You just want to get like your big divots out, but like I said, like just little tiny wrinkles or little dents. A lot of times those will smooth out on their own, so don't worry if you're new to doing clay. So I'm just going to trim that, and then we're going to, yeah, Wonderland Tea Party. I might have to watch that movie today. Yes, the comic cake. Thank you, Wendy. Yeah, comic book style. Yes, Wendy. Man, that thing was so cool. Yes, cartoon cake. Yep. Hey, Julie, I didn't see you come in. Eliza, hello. Yeah, I like all that kind of stuff. Like the real vibrant, really just kind of different looking stuff. And she did a great job. Okay, so that's all there is to it. All right, that's that. Let me put this up. And then, oh, I didn't know you still on. You are so welcome, my friend. Yeah, she's your girl if you want to do the fake bake stuff, for sure. That's like her thing. But, hey, Andrea, how are you? Okay, so yesterday I kind of messed up a little bit. Again, this was like my little trial run, and I put these on after. We're going to do the frosting after and put these on first if you're going to put cabochons on, because this was quite a booger. Trying to hold on to wet clay and not screw it up, and trying to press this in straight and not touch this. So just put your cabochons, if you're going to do it on the side, do it like I'm showing you. So you won't mess it up. Okay, let me show you what I got. I saved her container. I just dumped them out because I was just looking through them all. This is one of Debbie's sprinkle mixes, okay? And these hearts here, ignore those because those came in. That was just like some random Amazon thingy that I got. But these right here, I set these off to the side because this is what I'm using today. But this is Debbie's, can you see that? A sprinkle mix. Look how cool this is. I had a couple macaroons, these little gummy bear things, all of these little, like the little pearl candy looking things, the sweet thing, and then I had already used a lot of these, so there's not a whole lot left, but there's a bunch of these in there, these little twisty candy things, and look at these. They're like really cool looking sugar cubes. I've never seen them before. And then I got a couple chocolate chips in mine too, which is really cool. And they're pretty good sized chocolate chips. Look at. And then just like these little, the little circle kind of party sprinkles. So that's what I'm using to decorate the cake. If you're wanting to know where I got that from, all that stuff on top, that came from her sprinkle mix. Everything except the cherry was from her thing. So, and I forgot a cherry. Let me grab one real quick. The cherries I get from Amazon. You get, I can't remember because they last me so long, but I think you get like 20 or 30 of them. And look at, they're really real looking. Very, very nice little fake food thing. Okay, so I'm going to get my super glue since the cabochons are, got a little bit of weight to them. So I'm just going to go right in the center and put my first heart on. Just kind of press it in a little bit. Just be careful. And then I'm going to go on the opposite side. This is how I made sure I tried to center them right. Put it in the center. And put that same color that you just did. I alternated, but you don't have to. Or you could put little candies or, like those little meringue things that you can buy. Those would be really cute too. Okay, and then a little bubble there. And then I'm just going in between my cabochons that I just put, and we're going to put another one. Okay, that's all there is to it. Just trying to add like a, a little bit of whimsy, something, something, Okay, so that's it for that. Now, the next thing we're going to do is the top part of our cupcake. And all I did with that is I was trying to find, another project to use this on. This is cream clay. And we're going to use this as our frosting. Seriously, Amazon is my go-to too. Like, you can get all the little thingies. I know people were saying that Temu was awesome. I never got to order from there. And I think people were saying like it's not the same now anymore anyway, is it? I never ordered from there, so I don't know. But yeah, Amazon's my go-to for like I like going to Etsy for a lot of like the special stuff like Debbie Sprinkle Mix. You can't really you can't get those kind of mixes on Amazon, or like the, the, just the different stuff, cutters and whatnots, the drips. But Amazon and Etsy, I'm just like, bing, 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 bing. Okay, so I'm just going to put, this is pretty easy. We're just going to do a drip, and then we're just going to go whoop, boop, whoop, boop, kind of thing. And we're just going to go all the way around our cupcake. And you don't have to do it the way I'm doing it. You can use like the fabric paint and just put a drip on there. You can do one of them little like clay ice cream swirls if you want to. That would be super cute. And then I just kind of go like that. And so that's what we got for that. And then the prices have changed. Yeah, that's what I was hearing, Julie. It's like they're not as, like, Temu's not as fun to shop anymore because they're, are they more expensive, Julie, or what is it? Are they starting to rip you off? Yes, Debbie, you're like, ping, ping, ping. What do I need today? Which one? Oh my gosh. Okay. So then I'm just going to do a little dollop. And this is just a little swirly swirl I'm doing. Easy, easy. And like I said, just kind of go around as you pull it up. And that's how you get, kind of smooth out that spike or whatever. Did they? It seems like everything did. But honestly, Amazon has been stayed pretty regular. I think the Boss Clay went up, you guys. I don't think it was always $15 a bag. Like, I feel like maybe it went up gradually. I don't know. Maybe it was always that. I don't know. But it's $15 a bag now. Amy, no, I haven't. I've never really tried my hand at that because I worry, like with this, I don't have to worry about it tasting good. you know? So because this is wet and already kind of acts like an adhesive in a way, you can just stick this stuff right on. It's just treat it just like you would if you were using speckle. Okay, so I got this macaroon. This is from Debbie's Mixture, and I'm gonna put this on, and then I'm gonna use a little sugar cube I picked out from the same mix. And then I'm gonna use my little swirly. Yes. Yeah. I am with y'all. And I think I want to stick this one up on this one. So that's all there is to it. Just whatever you have on hand, whatever you think is cute. Like this one, that's from the same mix. But see, isn't that cute? A little candy. And I thought the colors, went good with the little cupcake. And then I have my tweezers. You don't have to do this, but I just do it because it's easier. And I'm going to get some of these bigger pieces that are in here. And I'm going to put them like in between. You see that? That's what I'm doing with the bigger ones. And I'm just going to pick random colors because we want it nice and colorful because Alice in Wonderland is super colorful. Oops. Let's see what color. Let's do a purple one. See? And then I'm going to put a few of her, that's 2 sizes of these little balls that she's got in here. So I think I'm going to do one in the middle, a smaller one in between each of my bigger ones. I'm going to put orange one over here. And I think that's all I'm going to do for that. And there we go, y'all. We got our fun little Wonderland cupcake in our teacup. And I just tried to make the colors, you know, kind of go together. Okay, so now you guys probably already know how to do these, but we're just going to do these just in case. I got these. They come in like a set of, I want to say five, but this is a dual cutter. These are really cool. I got them at Walmart. And you have the straight side that you can use as a cutter, but today we're going to use the little ribbly side. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hey, Shannon, how are you, my friend? I got this. I can't remember when I think I got this from the Dollar General like a long, long time ago. This is just regular star shape. If you don't have these, I'm sure Amazon probably just a couple bucks or something. Walmart, I'm sure probably has that shape. And then I have this. I got this from Amazon. This is just a rectangle cutter. And that's how we're going to get this cookie. So we're just going to cut it. I'll show you. We're going to start with our pink. And like I said, since we're doing cookies, like we're not doing, the frosting in the middle. So we need a little bit of thickness. So you want your cookie to be fairly thick, okay? So I am gonna not push very hard at all. Not hard at all. And I think I'm gonna do, yeah. I'm gonna do 2 cookies of this one today. And I just wiggle it a little bit. A lot of times these metal ones don't really need a cutter, especially when it's like just a simple shape like this. But by all means, if you want to oil all of them, it's definitely not going to hurt you to do it. Oh, is it out? Let me check and see. Because I'm trying to get all y'all's orders together. That's another thing too. Please, I have everybody's stuff printed off, and so it's going to be like today and tomorrow probably that I'll be slowly getting them out. But Maria, let me look, and if I have some extra, do you want me to put one aside for you? I can do that, my friend, if you want. It'd be my pleasure. Because sometimes, if you guys are on my Etsy shop and you see something is sold out, a lot of times I can make it. It's just I put so many of there, so if, it kind of controls like the volume for me, so I'm able to still be, like somewhat efficient for you guys. That's why I do it that way. So if you want to message me like Maria just did or ask, and I can let you know, oh, that's just a one-time thing, or I don't have the supplies, or it's like, oh, yeah, let me renew that for you. How many do you want? Okay, yes, I will. Yes, ma'am, you've got it, girlfriend. You've got it. Okay, so we're just going to, this cutter is about 4.5 inches, okay? So I'm just going to do it pretty much in half, so we can get 2 cookies out of one shape. See, and that's all there is to that. And I'm just doing these because these are like, kind of like the shapes that are in the actual movie, but you can do whatever you want. Ooh, Betsy, you're going to get yourself in trouble, girl, being on that Etsy. I tell you what. Oh my gosh, there's the coolest stuff. Yes, ma'am, I am on Etsy. If you want to check it out, let's see. Maria's Fake Bake is on Etsy. Debbie's Bright Ideas is on Etsy. Who else? Heavens to Betsy Cakery has an Etsy shop, I know. I apologize if I'm missing anybody else. Those are just the ones that I know for sure have a shop. So happy shopping, Betsy. Okay, so we're going to take a break on that. And then I'm going to get some orange out. I know, girl, me too. Me too, because like I said, between whatever Amazon doesn't have, Etsy has. Whatever Etsy doesn't have, Amazon has. And for the most part, everything, even on Etsy, is pretty recently repriced. Like, I can't complain, because a lot of that stuff is, like people like me and Debbie and Maria are, we're making it and hand doing it and stuff. So I still think it's amazing. Have you? Yeah. Yes. Yep. I've tried some of the rhinestones and the sprinkles, and they're pretty cool. Hold on, I can't get this one open, y'all. There we go. Yep, she's on there, Carol. Yep, she's got she has a lot of, like, if you're wanting the brushes for like what we were doing for the cheeks or like shading, she's got the really nice really cool looking brushes. And she also sells like finished items. I believe she has some rhinestones and glitter, I think. Yeah, she's got some cool stuff in her shop. And then Debbie, I know she has glitter. I think she has some of that glitter rope too, if I'm not mistaken. And she has clay. Hers is like that, like the real soft, buttery, nice kind of clay. So she has clay, and she has like the sprinkle mixes I was telling you about, and she has the prettiest rhinestones too. So. And then the Betsy with the Heavens to Betsy Cakery, she does more like realistic fake food type stuff. So if you want, like, I think she said she sells fake sugar, and she has some of her finished items, and I can't remember what else she has, but she has like stuff like that if you're looking for that. And this one's a little bit of a booger because it's plastic, so. And it's not as deep as a lot of cookie cutters, so. Okay, so we got that. And I'm going to show you really quick how I did that. It's pretty easy to do. And for the lettering, all I did, because see how these are it's like very lines, pretty much lines to make the letters. Very basic font. I just used this tool. Can you see that? That came in like my my silicone set. So it comes down and it's just like the straight point. And I just went, I'll show you if we have time after I do this here. But I just did that as like a guideline for myself, because you guys, I am terrible at writing. Like, my own writing is not that great, let alone trying to make like pretty stuff. And I used to paint door hangers, and I had to get the the ones that had the etching on them. So I would paint them, and then the etching would help you like follow, so you could paint it. Because like that one right there, that was etching, because there's no way I could have done that freehand. But that's one way that you can, if you want to put the letters on there, that's how I did it. Get some purple. This is just a purple I made. This is just a light purple that I made. Just dark purple and white, and start off with more white than purple. You don't need much purple at all either. Like, it's very, very saturated color. So don't take much. So I'm just going to roll me out a log. And you do want this to be as even as you can get it, because this is one of them, when you're putting it on this type of thing, it will kind of show if it's, thinner in one area, just because they're, so close together. It's a lot harder to hide if you do make a mistake like that. Hello, how are you today, Peggy? Okay, since our clay is still wet, so just a little log about that size. I rolled mine about 13 inches or so. And I just start at the bottom. And then I hold my thumb. Can you see this? I hold my thumb in that crease. And that helps me get my, but you're just following the line. It's not a big deal. No big deal. These would be cute if you want to do like a Christmas design. Halloween cookies. This makes me kind of think of Halloween, actually. That would be cool. Oh, you're welcome, Peggy. Thanks for coming. Okay, so then I'm just going to kind of snip that. Blend a little bit. Kind of shape our log a little bit better. And voila, that's how you get that kind of cookie. This would be good when we were talking about the custards and stuff like that. This is what I was thinking about for like, them jelly cookies, that like the real cookies. This would be cool because you could see how it's raised up, and it would be cool. You'd put your little filling in there, and there's something to catch it, and that's another cool idea to do with the custards. Okay, so now the last shape that we're going to do, we have 8 minutes. Okay, Wanda, you have a fabulous day, my friend. Thanks for hanging out for a bit. Let me get me some yellow out. Yes, good morning. It is a good morning. Like I said, I'm tired today, though. Coffee just ain't doing it for me. Or maybe I haven't had enough coffee yet. Maybe that's what it is. Okay. Like I said, you want to keep this a little thick. Don't roll it out too thin at all. Then I got my cutter here. Wiggle it a little bit. And voila, we got ourselves super duper duper easy project to do. Okay, and that'll give you that kind of cookie. So let me show you how I did the lettering, and then I would recommend wait until it's dry, because like I said, the clay will shrink a little bit as it dries. So I kind of learned too that like putting this on, that's why I put it after the fact, and it's so kind of tacky, because when I was putting this on wet, I just realized recently that it was like it can not separate, but like as the clay is separating a little bit and drying from shrinking, it can pull your fabric paint, and then you'll have to put another coat on anyway. So you might as well just wait, till it's dry. Just do it one time. It's not a big deal, but it just saves you a step. Okay, so that's all we got for that. Let me show you how I did the lettering. I hope you can see this. So I just take that tip I was telling you, And we're just going to see. Can you see that? It's a very, very, very easy way. If you don't have the stamps and stuff yet, that you can try to get some more, get some, like the impression writing on your piece. And like I said, once this is dry, I just went over it with my fabric paint, just traced it, and it worked out pretty good. But I'm going to wait till it dries this time. I think it'll look a little better. And you just follow your line down if you want it, a little bigger than what the width of your actual tool is. I'll show you here. That's all there is to it, guys. That is all there is to it. Let me do this one and show you. You see that? Makes it a lot easier. Thank you, Debbie. I'm so glad you like it. I like woohoo. Now I got my rabbit. I got my little teacup. I got my little oyster. I'm probably going to keep them and just have like a whole little Wonderland area. So I think we have a break today after me. Thank you, Carol. Thank you very much. Thank you, Terry. The tools, Cecilia, these are silicone tools. It comes with, I got these on Amazon, and you get all of these in the set. And I use this one a lot. This is like a little pointed tip. That's what I used for the little swirl on top. And then this one is just like a little, like a chisel tip, I guess you call it. A straight chisel. Just look up silicone clay tools. And that should, just kind of use mine as a reference. And you should be able to find them no problem. Okay? But that's what those are. And then see, look. That's what that gives you. And then once it's dry, just, carefully go over. Or you don't have to do it at all. If you want to just leave it, if you like it like that. Yep. I've used, these are what I use, Stacy. I get the 4-ounce bottles just because I go through it like crazy. But they do have, you can get these at Walmart too, by the way, if you just want to get the, I want to say they have like a 12, is either maybe a 12 or 15 pack of all different colors, but they're only like, I have one here. Let me show you. But they're this size. So if you're just wanting to mess around and you don't need a whole bunch like I use, you can get these. And like I said, they have these at Walmart. You can also get them on Amazon. But it's just, this is 1 ounce and this is 4 ounces. But you can get quite a bit out of this one. And yeah, and it's pretty, it's pretty reasonably priced in my opinion, for as much as you get. And you could do a lot of little fun projects. So, but yeah, if you start doing a lot more stuff, I would recommend getting, I think you can only get this size on Amazon. And I only get this on Amazon, so I'm not really sure. But there are colors that you can get on Amazon that you cannot get, well, that I can't find anywhere else. I'll show you. This is one of the colors that is not in Walmart. It's called Blazing Blue. Isn't that pretty, y'all? But yeah, so I would say just whatever your preference is for size wise. Amazon if you want 4 ounces. Walmart or Amazon if you want the little ones. And I mean, that's pretty much it for me, you guys. It's 10 o'clock. So I think I'm going to go ahead and jump off because I got to get to going on your getting all you beautiful ladies orders and stuff. And I want to thank you again for all your support. And Debbie, I want to thank you for giving me the platform to be even able to meet and connect with these ladies and just so many new friendships, especially with you. I told her I think of her as like my craft mama, because she was like, Amy, my friend, was the first one to see me and say, "Don't give up. You need to chase your dream," kind of stuff, and supported me that way. But Debbie's Bright Ideas, she was the first one to actually see me and be like, "Hey, I want to grab you, girl." So, yeah. But anyways, I appreciate you all so much. I love you all. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I'm gonna get to scooting on starting to work on your orders and stuff, and go get me some more coffee, and I will see you guys at 11 a.m. with Miss Sweet Christine. I'm Snow Crafty. I can't wait to see what she's gonna do. Much love to you. I love you too, Terry. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Misty and Heidi. Thank you for spending so much time with me. I will see you on Wednesday with the Bright Ideas every single Wednesday. And I'm so grateful for you too. You have no idea. Words cannot express, like, you are a very, very, very special piece of my heart now. So I just want you to know that. But anyways, I hope you all have a fabulous day, and we'll catch all the rest of the ladies starting at 11 a.m. So get you potty, get you some coffee, cookies, take me cookies, whatever you need. And I will see y'all later. Never, ever, ever forget how much Jesus loves you. Okay, you guys? Bye.